Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now I'm joined by two very special ladies from the Goose Island Beer Company. This is Dee Rodriguez and Cara Condon. Welcome.
Hi there.
Welcome to the Restaurant Show. First time here, all the way up from Chicago.
Yes.
Good. Thank you for coming up today. And I understand that you guys are in town for Migration Week. So talk to us a little bit about what is Migration Week.
Migration Week is our way of bringing Goose Island culture on the road. We like to host a bunch of different events centered around beer, of course, but we do beer dinners, we do different activations with live artists, we bring in DJs, just kind of different way to experience our beer.
We try to bring Chicago to other cities nationwide, and actually we do it internationally now as well. So we work.
I noticed that you're going to be in like South Korea.
I was just in South Korea. I was the
Korea.
lucky one that got to go in the Asian Migration Week. So we did South Korea, China, and Japan.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Is that new this year, adding the international element to it?
We did a little bit last year. I know we did with Brazil, Mexico, Canada. Now we're expanding it even more this year.
Okay, well, very cool, very cool. Well, I know you guys have some things that you want to share about in terms of events and where you're going to be this week, but I'm looking at this food here. I'm looking at the cheese, crackers, and then you've got a couple of large bottles of pale ale.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about food pairing. What do we have here? What do we got there?
We're in Wisconsin.
Right.
We had to bring cheese.
Of course.
Our beer pairs really well with all food.
Okay.
But we love it with cheese, especially.
Okay.
We have 3 different Wisconsin cheeses here today.
Okay.
Paired with our beers. If you want to start with the pairings.
Yes, let's go for it. Let's do it.
All right.
So what's first?
Sophie. And we'll let you do all the tastings.
Okay, I'm going to get to taste here. Okay. And then what are the 3 different types of cheeses we have?
So we have a fresh Chev from LeClaire Farms.
Okay.
This is Pleasant Ridge Reserve from
Okay.
Dodgeville, Wisconsin.
Excellent.
Excellent cheese. And then this is Dunbarton Blue.
Okay.
So it's a cheddary blue cheese that is going to pair well with our IPA.
All right. Now you're going to see how crude I am here because I don't have I don't know what the process is. Do I sniff first? Do I give it a good smell? And
you know what? It doesn't have to be that scary.
It doesn't have to be that scary. Okay, that's
really
good
doesn't.
For me. That's good for me.
Drink the beer,
Drink it,
eat the
yeah.
cheese. Well,
Okay.
we're going to pair this
we're
one
gonna
with the
pair.
Sophie. So
Okay.
this is the fresh Chev.
All right, great.
And it's going
Cheese
to be
first?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. So it's rich and creamy. Got a really, rich mouthfeel. So it'll pair really nice with the Sophie. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk
the
about
Sophie is actually my favorite beer
Ooh,
that we
yeah.
brew. It's very effervescent, so it kind of helps cut that richness.
It's almost like a champagne.
It
Absolutely.
is, yeah, especially why we have these nice little bottles too. So if you're at a restaurant, feel free to grab yourself a nice looking Sophie bottle and
Or
drink up.
take it to a dinner party.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That makes a statement.
That's classy. Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are going to be this week yet. You've got when the show first hits the airwaves. You've got a couple days left. Thursday, June 21st, you're going to be at Madison's on King Street, starting at 10 p.m.
Yep.
And then Friday, July, not June, July 22nd, 8 p.m. at the Up North Bar on Blair Street. Okay, so
And we have other events going on this week. So
Sure.
all of those will be on our schedule at gooseisland.com/migrationweek.
okay.
And so the extent of our events will be online.
Cool. So, Migration Week, there's a whole bunch of different events that you guys are putting on throughout the course of Migration Week. You're going to be at a bunch of different places. Talk to us about what you've done so far since the start of Migration Week.
We did a farm dinner
Okay.
at Vitruvian Farms.
Okay.
Brought out Underground Butcher
All
and
right.
some local folks, some bands from Chicago to just have a really great farm to table dining experience.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very cool. Very cool. And what else?
One of my favorite ones is actually a cocktail competition that we have. So we challenge some of our cocktail bartenders.
Sure.
They're actually some of my friends that work over at the Matchbox, and they come over to the different cities, and so they're here in Madison doing a cocktail challenge where they use some of our beers to create new inspiring cocktails on the menus.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is a challenge, I would
It
I would
is a
imagine.
challenge.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, delicious one though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Beer and cocktails is a really good mix.
Okay. So let me ask this. Do you guys know where you're off to next after Madison?
Yeah. we're off to the East Coast.
All right.
New Haven.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Very
be
nice.
back in the cellar.
You'll be back in the cellar. Tucked away back in the cellar.
Yeah.
Poor Dee.
Put me back. No, it's good. I'm glad to be here in Madison.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. So, okay, let's talk about some food and some pairings here again. What do you what do you recommend for next?
Yeah. So next is our Matilda,
Okay.
and it's our Belgian style pale ale.
Okay. Matilda.
Yes, it's brewed with a wild yeast called Brettanomyces.
Okay.
So it's a secondary fermentation, and what it does, it adds a little bit of funkiness to it, so you get a little bit of spice from the yeast.
Yes.
But it has like a very clove and fruity aroma.
Okay.
So Cara did an awesome job pairing it actually with cheese.
Yeah, we're
right.
doing it with the Pleasant Ridge Reserve.
Okay.
So that's going to also have some caramely notes, some fruity notes, almost like caramelized onion in there some. So it'll pair nicely with the roastiness, roasty notes of Matilda. Some of the clove notes will be beautiful,
Oh boy.
beautifully echoed in the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that's good.
It's a little bit drier of a beer too, which is really nice with that cheese.
Yeah, it's definitely drier than this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by far.
Yes.
Okay, and we've got just about a minute left, and I think there's one more thing that I haven't tried yet.
Let's
so-
do it.
Yeah.
This is a nice one.
Okay, and this looks like an IPA that
This
you
is
got.
a Goose IPA. It's an English style IPA, so it's actually very mild. It has a good malt background to it, but it still has that hop long finish that you're looking for.
Sure, yeah,
that
yeah.
IPA.
And then what's the cheese we're looking at here?
We went with a cheddar with a little bit of blue veining in it. IPA and cheddar is a very classic English style pairing.
Okay.
So this is a beautiful Wisconsin cheese, very earthy, with
Okay.
some fruitiness to it. Don't
Well,
eat the rind.
Don't eat the rind.
That's
Okay.
a cloth bound rind, so
Okay.
you don't want to eat
All right,
that.
Here we go.
But the other end is really good.
That's perfect. Nice and sharp.
And that bitterness kind of wipes the palate
Yeah.
with the sharpness. It's a really good
Yeah.
pairing. A nice little contrast on there too.
That's a great pairing. Well, Dee Rodriguez and Cara Condon, thank you so much for joining us today on the restaurant show.
Yes.
If you have not tried Goose Island beer, go to your nearest grocery store. It's here. It's in Madison. Thank you so much for coming on
Thanks
today.
for
Thanks for
having us.
having us.
Don't go away. There's more restaurant show coming up right after this. Stick around.